Okay, alright, I've decided to overlook that. Let me just do as root user. Right, so we want to get to SSH. We want to do that. Right, then we type yes. Then put the password for the virtual machine. Right, the password for multi-chain. Right, now we're inside the virtual machine. Are we together? Now we're inside the virtual machine. So with the log I need to work with this tab terminal. Maybe leave it like that. Maybe we'll use it here there. Okay. Right. Nice and clear. Okay, maybe I should change the font size, right? For the purpose of the video, because we're going to be doing much of this. Okay, I think that is good enough for us to work. Alright. So what we need first, we need to maybe list. Okay, there's nothing in our directory. So maybe we make a directory, create a directory called multi-chain. Maybe multi-chain project. Okay. Right. And we cd into the directory. Remember, we are in the virtual machine via SSH, not the host machine. Just to emphasize. Okay. That's why we install the SSH server in the installation, web installation. Alright. Of course, you can always do that even later on. Okay. What next? I need to duplicate some files, right? The latest multi-chain thing. So that's why we have to go back to that link to the latest version. Of course, you can use the other one. Maybe it's more stable, but I've used the latest version. Okay, I'm lying. I always go for the latest version in terms of multi-chain, not in terms of all software in general. You know, this thing of unstable bits, but the latest multi-chain is usually stable. Is that true? Okay, let's see. Okay, whichever you prefer. Control Shift V. Now I have that thing, right? wget multi-chain. Let's just choose it. We're going. My internet is very slow, like a snail down here in Zimbabwe, but we are getting there, right? What it does, we are going to go back to the objectives of the lesson, which is to what have you done so far? Installing Ubuntu 7 Oracle VirtualBox 100%, configuring the network 100%, downloading multi-chain and configuring multi-chain. So maybe for illustration purposes, I'm going to edit this with you. We've done this so far. Right, maybe put some ready. Okay. Are you there? Okay, in case you forgot about me, I'm Makoya Makoya, the CEO and founder of Zimcons, zimcons.com. Those are my contact details in case you need to implement this thing at an enterprise level or whatever. Any questions? I spotted a small mistake. Sorry to take your time. But these things are very cool. They will introduce you into some interesting stuff. The snail is still snailing, right? So, okay. So, for Windows, this tutorial is based on Ubuntu server. So, I'm not going to touch the Windows part. Basically, I'm explaining what happens on the website because I went through it. So basically, there's nothing that we need from the page. Definitely, we need the commands. I told you that I always forget to take out of this stuff. All right. Okay. So the next, we are going to download and configure multi-chain. Maybe we separate these objectives because depending on your location, downloading may take some time. So I consider it done. Now we're going to configure and installing and configuring multi-chain, or downloading and installing. Yeah, installing and configuring multi-chain. Just give them a capital letter because they're big guys. All right. Okay. So. Okay, my terminology is not consistent. Actually, okay, it's multi-chain, so it's multi-chain. So it should look like this. Alright. I hope you're enjoying the video. My name is Makoya. Yeah, man from Bulawayo, small town in Zimbabwe. I live in Silicon Valley. Yes, the neighborhood that I live in is called Silicon Valley. Hypothetically, to say that it mimics the actual Silicon Valley. Mahatula is where you find your future entrepreneurs. All right, how far with the downloads? Okay, we are done. All right, so there is our multi-chain item. So we have to unzip it. We just follow but have to be careful with the version. So that's what I would do, and then autocomplete. Alright, then what you have now, we have that one. We may delete if you want, but may still keep the latest tab. But I usually delete tabs that I don't need. Okay, unless you have make a mistake, so maybe also rename it to something convenient. To multi-chain. Alright, now I have that. I always like the clear command. I don't know if the font is convenient for our learning. Okay, now what do we want to do? We want to cd into the directory. There we've got those things, right? May have to go through the README, the actual specifications, or some specifications. I always recommend people to go through the README. So I'm going to do that in this tutorial. I'm assuming you will do that. Okay. Now I want to install this thing called multi-chain. This is where the fun comes from. So far we haven't done anything. You have to move the directory. If I remember from the website, we have to move some directories to our local binary. So I'll just copy that whole locusn, that whole thing. Okay, Control Shift V. Permission denied. Okay, so let's sudo do the same thing, password. What? Okay, I forgot my password, but I happen to remember it. So, right. So now we just have the readme.txt in the multi-chain thing. So let's see if the items really moved. They are there. Okay. All right. Are we going to take a break? No, because we are not yet tired. All right. So what is the next thing when we have moved the items? The fun is going to get started. Okay, I was also thinking about redoing the whole process as sudo user. So, going to delete everything that we've done because, okay, I'll tell you later on. Okay, no longer anything. We have also deleted the tar. Okay, if you look at the commands, you'll be able to follow what I actually did. But I want to do the things the right way, right? So let's go to let's log in as a sudo user, right? Su. Now as root user, yeah. I mean, as root user. Remember, I said English, not my first language. In case you need to refer to the commands that I took. I actually deleted the items and on to yeah, alright, whatever. Okay, I'm going to clear. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. Go to the temp directory first, so that we leave the task there. Duplicate. Now it's gonna be fast like it's gonna be fast like a thunderbolt. I mean like bolt. You saying bolt. It's going to be fast. This is duplicate. I think we're almost done. So, alright, what do we have there? Okay, so we wanna do that. Then we move it. Remember, cd into the directory and then move. But we can rename it into something else. So and we cd to it. Okay, and move those files to our like taking shortcuts. Not really shortcuts, but sometimes I am fanatic of copying, not typing. Right. Okay. Alright, we're fine. Then we exit and we could return to our regular user, but we can double check if you, yeah, we can double check. Alright, use those things. So again, exit. Right. Are we there? So the next steps is on the once the multi-tenant is installed, you can proceed with getting started, or you just dive into the developer guide. So we're going to go into getting started, so that we're able to create a blockchain. If we still remember our objectives. So far we've installed multi-chain, so not really installed, but now okay, we want to configure it, right, and get it running. So we're still on this stage, right? So what we're just saying is that like we have to create a chain, right, using a command, using multi-chain util. So that's why we need the 64 machines, because this 32-bit will give you an error that relates to something like because I actually put a covered when I was installing on other 32-bit machines. I don't know, but on other Raspberry Pis you can tweak, but I tried even on other non-Raspberry Pi, it didn't tweak. I didn't manage to tweak the Raspberry Pi, but no. So you have to use the 64-bit machine, okay, to be particular. Okay, I was learning about tweaking about the Raspberry Pi, but I'm still trying to tweak it to do the multi-chain. Of course, there are many alternatives that you can pursue. So what I was saying about that is to say that multi-chain util is to create a chain. So our chain, we're going to call it chain 1, right? To just keep it simple, I mean, if you are to copy paste the code, so that just take that part of the code and then put it there. Okay, so we have successfully created a blockchain, right? So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So we have created a blockchain. Yeah, that's one of the things. So we need to generate it, but maybe before generating it, we need to edit the parameters. So we need to edit these parameters before running the. We may not. What does the website say? So it says, yeah, the next thing is to initialize. So I'll prefer to go my avenue, not my avenue, but maybe you try to edit the parameters and see how they look like. But you have to be careful, because if you edit them, so it talks, this is the multi-chain configuration file. This is one of the most important files in this thing. Blockchain parameters, especially if you want to maybe connect to Bitcoin protocols and put block size and stuff. Anyone can connect, global permissions, but most of the cases you're going to leave it default. But I'm just showing you if in case mining diversity, you see. So yeah, this multi-chain technology is not based on proof of work really as per se, but rather on a certain system where there's a round robin of mining, right, and an incremental time step. I advise you to read the white paper. I'm not good at explaining it, right? So these are the parameters, right, that a chain is going to have. That's where you have your port numbers and everything going in there. So the chain protocol is multi-chain, where Bitcoin there will be probably a Bitcoin. So now we create a chain 1, there we see multi-chain chain 1. This is the chain description. The description probably if you're going to create even a web interface. So let's name our chain something cool. The multi-chain all the way. So we're going to call it Makoya chain, right? Makoya chain, right? Makoya is my name, my first name. So I think it's a cool name that we can use. You can name it whatever you want. But I just wanted to show. I want to show you parts and password edit of this thing. Okay, global permissions and stuff. Anyone can connect. All right. For now, we said we're going to leave this. Control X, yes, enter. Right. Fine. Okay. So now we have to start the chain. I'm thinking that the font is too big, so I'm going to reduce. Okay, so we are there. All right, so we want to start now our blockchain, right? So we have to use the daemon command. Then now any other blockchains are able to connect. So why I haven't started it is because of some reasons which are going to help us. to do certain things. So now, once we have done this, I think it's high time that we take a break. But during the break, we're going to go to the next objective and then go back to configuring. We're going to do machine cloning. So let's edit this. So installing and configuring. The next thing that you're going to look at is machine cloning, right? Then so we're done with this part, right? Basically, installing and configuring multi-chain, right? Creating and starting a blockchain. We've also looked at part of that, creating a blockchain. So we want to do machine cloning, right? Our blockchain hasn't started, but we've created it. So we want to clone this machine so that we're able to create similar nodes without necessarily repeating all these installation processes and all this and whatever, so that these nodes are able to what, to connect to the item. So that's what we are going to do. We are going to take a break, and that break will after that break we'll resume. That is the next video. Starting a blockchain. That is actually where the fun starts. So get ready for the next video. Makoya, if you still want to contact me, you can find me there.